Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Not back to my apartment because I'm at Sarah's house again. The return of the stove. Pip is over here. He's over there. Oh. Here's Pip. Here's Pip. Okay, go ahead. He's offended now. I'm doing another tag because that's what I'm gonna do. Sarah made this one up, so it's a beach themed one, I think.
Let's go to the beach tag. I knew that's what I was gonna set you off into. It's fine. There's 15 questions.
Okay.
15, not 50.
I like a lot of questions.
Well, typical tags usually 10 to 12, so you are getting some bonus questions.
Yes.
Nice bow, by the way.
Thank you.
How often do you go to the beach?
Not as often as I'd like.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I've gone 4 times. Technically more, but like 4 is since I've been old enough to remember. So I think I might have gone like one other time when I was little, but it doesn't count.
And I'm guessing you don't count the ones that we did for boating either.
Those aren't beaches. Those are lakes with some sand at one of them. The other one was rocks.
What is the furthest beach you have ever been to?
New Smyrna, I think is what it was called.
I thought it was Daytona.
I don't know. It was in Florida.
Might be New Smyrna. I think we passed the other one.
I have no
I
idea.
don't know either.
But it was in Florida.
If you could go to any beach in the world with unlimited money and no hassle getting there, where would you go? Note, you cannot visit a beach you've already been to.
I don't know. Like if I'm thinking big, probably just go to a different country, like I don't know, Jamaica, maybe Hawaii. I know it's not a different country, but along the same vibes. Like just kind of like, go somewhere fancy.
You don't like planes.
I do not, which is also why I threw Hawaii in there, because I could get there by boat, I'm sure. But, like, if we're talking more, like, commercial, I think that's the word I want. I don't know, maybe, like, Myrtle Beach. I've never been there, and it's kind of one of the bigger beaches, so.
I've also heard it's not the cleanest.
Probably not, but is it in
located.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
So we've had bad luck with. I wouldn't mind going back to North Carolina though. North Carolina was nice. I don't know.
Sandy beach or rocky beach?
Sand. If it's rocks, it's not a beach.
Tell it to the British people.
Okay, British people, your beaches aren't beaches. They are lakefronts or ocean fronts. They are not beaches. There's a difference between a beach and a shore.
Do you get in the water?
Yes.
Or stay on the shore?
Well, I say yes, but we tend to go to the beach when it's cooler or off season, so the water's not necessarily the warmest. It's kind of cold. Too cold to go into the water, but if it's nice enough, I would.
Technically, you do go in some, even.
Well, I mean, just letting the water touch my feet doesn't count.
We've gone to, like, here before.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
Alright, then.
Like, swimming in the water is what counts, I think.
I don't know, and I'm the one that made it.
Exactly.
There are no rules when I make a tag.
There are no rules when you do a random tag.
Rules are for losers when it comes to tags.
Uh-huh.
You're very loud. I don't know if they can pick up on that, but Pip's getting a drink of water. Are you the kind of person that brings snacks to the beach? If so, what do you normally bring with you?
Yeah. Not necessarily onto the beach.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Typically, like, if you're sitting out on the beach, do you bring something for you
No.
to snack on or drink?
No.
At all?
Nope. No real reason to.
I typically bring a drink and
Well,
sometimes a snack.
Here's the thing. If I'm sitting on the beach, I'm going to be playing with the sand. And I'd rather not be eating food while I'm playing with sand. Because that just seems like a disaster waiting to happen. And ain't nobody got time for sand in their mouth. That grit. Yeah.
It's grittier than my sugar cookie.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody got time for it, so no.
Do you collect shells?
I don't really collect them. I collect them in the sense that I pick them up and I bring them home, but I don't collect them in the sense of, like, I'm not a collector, you know? Like,
It's not like a Funko Pop collection. It's more of a, hey, that's pretty.
Yep.
In the moment kind of thing.
Yep.
What am I doing?
I'm more like a hoarder of shells. Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
Well, I was trying to make it sound all nice, and you're like, nah, let's say what it really is.
You used to collect
I
shells.
did. I would go to yard sales, and I'd pick up some shells, because by that point in time, I never had been out of the state, really. And I'd never been on vacation. I had a box at one point. I still get a few here and there, but no, you usually end up coming home with more shells than I do. My phone. Do you bring your pets with you on vacation?
No, mostly because we stay in places where you can't. But I think if I had the option, I would maybe. But I don't know.
I don't think Toby and Willow is gonna love that.
Oh, they would. They would just vibe in the hotel.
You kidding? Toby would be attached to you.
Girl, if I had that stroller, it wouldn't be a problem.
I would not trust that stroller out of state. Because then what if he gets loose?
Well, that's why you connect him to it.
I guess I have trust issues. We did look into going and taking Skylar at one point.
Yeah.
And that did pan out. And you did have a couple pets with you on the first trip. Because you got
I mean,
them there.
technically, but, you know, I don't know if those count.
Hermit crabs are pets.
Yeah.
Until they died on you. Not even a year later.
They lasted longer than I thought they would, though.
Fair enough. What are the top 3 things you cannot live without when you go to the beach?
Technically speaking, I could live without anything that I take. But if I am going, I make sure to always have my charger, because that is definitely something that I would forget to take. Medicine, because you never know. And my pillow, because I have to have my pillow.
The my pillow, or just a pillow
Just
that's
a
yours?
pillow that is mine. Right now it's the my pillow because that's the pillow that I use. But like if I go anywhere, I have to have my pillow because I don't like other pillows. They're not comfy to me.
Which is great because then usually I take all of
Yeah,
the pillows.
you inherit all of
I
them
know, I
except for
love
like
them.
one that I just keep for like neck support.
But
But then you're like, oh, well, I'll just take them all. It's fine.
And then they always put them back on your bed.
Yeah.
No, she don't want to give them back to me.
Yep.
I love pillows.
Mm-hmm. Just wake up and you're just starfished with all the pillows.
I have 5 on my bed right now, and I'm a single Pringle.
Fair enough.
Anyway, that pillow was. I got a little heated. Something wrong.
There's hair on my
I
screen.
don't know. Do you visit the local amusement parks or museums?
We have. I mean, as far as the amusement parks go, we went the first year that we went to Ocean City because, well, I mean, I'm just talking about Ocean City. Of course, when we went to Florida, we went to Disney and Universal, which was great. That was fine. But we usually just stick to Ocean City, so that's what I'm mostly going to be talking about. We did go to Jolly Rogers the first year we went. And we try to go to Ripley's Auditorium every year that we go, unless they're closed. But since we usually go off season, so like anywhere from like October to like April, May, the amusement parks are usually closed, so we don't get to. I'd like to, but we don't get to because they usually close in September.
Good chunk of the museums are open, but there's not really a whole lot.
Yeah. We've only ever been to the one though. There is one like a fishing emergency boats kind of.
Yeah, I had considered that one.
thing.
It's only like $5 to get in last I knew. But I don't know, would you call the one on the Horse Island? a museum-y type? Or was that just
I
like
think that was just the gift shop,
Eh.
but there was museum-y things in it.
What is one thing you will never do when you go to the beach?
Mm. I don't know.
There's nothing you absolutely wouldn't do.
I mean, there's things I would never do, but it's not things that I would never do specifically at the beach.
Mm.
It's more like stuff that I would never do, period. Like
Oh.
that, like, slingshotty ride thingy. Never gonna do that, but I would never do that on a normal day. But I don't think there's anything that's, like, beach specific that I wouldn't do.
You're not gonna do one of those hover water things, the jetpacks that shoot water out?
If I thought I wouldn't hurt myself, I would consider it, but I'd probably hurt myself. So I won't do
I
it,
know
but...
the answer. Fish. You don't like fishing.
I mean, I don't, but I'd get on the boat. I just wouldn't do the fishing part.
So that's the one thing you will never do, is you will never fish.
Fair enough.
That's a very boring answer.
Fishing is very boring. I don't get the joy of it.
Mm.
No disrespect to anybody that does, but, like, you know?
Have there been any times you have regretted going to the beach? That's a can of worms.
Not necessarily going to the beach, just certain choices we made to get to the beach and stuff that I'm not going to go into because it's a whole thing.
How long you got?
It's a thing.
Hmm? Is there one restaurant you would eat at pretty much every time you go to the beach?
Dumpsters.
So.
That, no hesitation. That is the one restaurant that we do eat at every single year we go to the beach. It's just so good. And they're always so nice, and it's always so clean, and the food is a pretty decent price for the quality you get. So, highly recommend Dumpsters. There's like 3 of them, or 4 of them. There's quite a few of them, but only 2 of them, I think, serve actual food.
Mm-hmm.
So, keep that in mind, I guess.
There's quite a few on the actual, like, boardwalk in Ocean City, but they're mostly just ice cream.
Yeah.
And I know of at least one that's just solid ice cream that's not on the boardwalk.
But yeah, I do recommend Dumpsters. They make their own sodas and stuff, and they're really good.
I think they make their own ice cream, too.
Yeah. So, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Would you ever listen to music on the beach?
Probably not. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if I had, like, earbuds or something, but I wouldn't be there just blasting music while people are around. That seems a bit ignorant, so I will not be that person.
There are people that are
There are definitely those people, but I will not be one of them. I don't want to be one of them.
You would rather just sit there, make sandcastles, and blow bubbles.
Yep. And talk to the birds.
Yep.
I'm a child.
And lastly, talk me through your typical day.
It changes based on day.
What's the most recognized pattern you got?
Wake up before Sarah, because Sarah doesn't get up before 10 a.m. ever. If it were up to Sarah, she'd get up at like noon. So I usually wake up around like 9-ish, go down to the beach, sit on the sand, talk to the birds, watch the water, wait for Sarah to wake up and then come join me. Then we sit there for about another hour or so. Then we go back up to the hotel, get ready for the day, and go out, do whatever we're going to do that day, then come, and then we usually end our day, no matter what we're doing, by doing some kind of mini golf, 9 times out of 10. And then afterwards, we come back to the hotel after getting dinner and doing our round of mini golf. We'll usually go to the pool for however long we go to the pool. Then we come back up, we get showered, bath, whatever, do a face mask, and then just vibe until we go to bed.
I mean, typically we do end up putting on like Teen Beach 2.
Yeah.
For one of the nights.
Yeah, we usually try and find something on TV, but it's
Teen Beach
hit or miss if we actually find anything.
Teen Beach was the movie that was playing the first night, and then it was like, we'll make that a tradition.
Yeah.
We like that movie. Usually we end up at some point watching at least one cop show.
Because I like cop shows.
Yeah, I think the last time was Only Nile. The time before that was, what, NCIS or something like that? And the first was Criminal Minds, I think.
Criminal Minds is superior.
So I wonder what cop show will be next.
Who knows?
Provided we get to go back.
Hopefully.
Yep, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed. What?
Yep.
Did I not talk enough?
No, we talked enough. It's like 15 minutes.
Oh.
Okay, bye.